Hey everyone, let's try to solve another self-join related problem. So in this problem, we have employee table which contains four columns: ID, name, department and manager ID. ID is the primary key of the table. Each row of this table indicates the name of the employee, their department and their respective manager ID. If a manager ID is null, that means employee does not have a manager. No employee will be the manager of themselves. What does that mean? That means in a single row, ID and manager ID cannot be the same. Now, what do we want to get out of it? We want to write down a solution or a SQL query to find the managers with at least 5 direct reports. That means we want the name of the managers which are being reported by 5 employees. By at least 5 employees. Now look at the example. So this is our example table. Here we have 6 rows in which row 1 does not have a manager ID. That means John does not have a manager. Whereas Dan, James, Amy, Annie and Ron are having the same manager ID. That means John. So John is the manager of Dan, James, Amy, Annie and Ron. And these rows are there are 5 rows. So John is being reported by 5 employees here. And what do we want to get? We want to get the manager names which are being reported by at least 5 employees. And John is fulfilling the case. That's why we are getting the output as John. Now let's see how we can write down the SQL query. So select star from employee E1 do join again with employee table, call it as E2 on. So in on condition, we'll be joining the ID of the first employee table with the manager ID of the second table, because we want to get the mapping of employee ID with their manager ID. That's why we are doing it like that. So in on, we'll write E1 dot ID is equals to E2 dot manager ID. This is not the complete code because we are taking the taking all the rows here, but let's try to run this code. It will be more clear if you look at the resultant table. It will be more clear what is the next step that we are going to take. Now look at this table. So in this final output, we have 5 different rows because all the manager IDs are same and those are being joined with the row 1 with John only. And we don't have any manager ID as 102, 3, 4 and 5, 6. That's why those rows are not being joined with other rows. So that's why we are having only 5 rows in here. And that's correct. We already know that Dan, James, Amy, Annie and Ron are reporting to their manager John, whose employee ID is 101. That's clear. What do we want in our output? We want the name of it. So we can do E1 dot name, but it's not the complete solution. What if, let's see, what if we have a table where only 4 rows are appearing, or we have other rows as well in which there are other managers and other employees like who are reporting to other managers as well. So in that case, we have to write down a condition that the count of manager ID should be equals to or greater than 5. So this is the another condition that we have to include here. So we'll write having clause count of even dot id, this should be greater than or equals to 5. And now if you'll run this code, it will be accepted, and it will be accepted for all the other cases as well. So I hope self join is quite clear to you. These are the practical examples of how self join works and how you can make use of it in your real life examples. But if you have any other questions, do post it out. And I hope you like the video. Thank you for watching it. Subscribe it for more.